Good morning and welcome. So today I'm going to do a little half hour. Hang on, I'm going to straighten my camera up a little bit. There we go, I think that's a little bit better. So just a half hour session, still focusing on spring season, but we're going to maybe also look a little bit at hips and working into hip openers. So come to sit in a nice comfortable cross-legged position. Just hands are on our knees, shoulders are rolled back, chest and tummy and torso are nice and long, and just close the eyes. So you can have one leg, the shin is behind the calf of the other one, and sort of walk the feet back just a little bit. So you're kind of, opening out a little bit more into these legs and just sitting nice and still. And just focus now on the breath, just for a few moments, just breathing in and out through the nose. Keeping the chin nice and level, not sticking up too much, not down too much, but just nice and angled out. Breathing in. Count for 3 if you wish. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out for 3. And keep going. Nice, long, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Now the next breath in, lengthen it to 4. Breathe in for a count of 4 through the nose. And out. Again, just keep that going for a few rounds. And as we're breathing in, keep moving, you keep going. I want you to think of an intention for this little half-hour session. Maybe you're going to set the intention of focusing on breath and movement, or maybe it's an intention of just keeping the present moment alive. So whatever you're doing, you're just thinking of your practice. You're not thinking of what you're going to do later or what happened earlier, or just something that you want to. I'm going to set the intention of trying to be positive for the next half hour and carry that on with me for the rest of the day. So just keep the breath coming in for 4 and out for 4. So just a little intention as you breathe in and out, and keep that with us for the next session. Okay, bring the breath back down to 3. So in for 3 and out for 3. And then just the next breath in and out, release all the breath out. Bring the hands together, open the eyes, just looking straight ahead, but clasp the hands, stretch them right out. Opening the chest, lifting up, and opening the shoulders and the chest, lengthen away. And just think of your intention. This is you. Your practice starts here. Breathe in and lift up. Keeping the arms up, twist over to your right side. So twist and lengthen. You can gaze up if you wish, or just gaze straight ahead. I'm just going to choose straight ahead for the moment. Breathe into center, breathe over to your left side. Breathe in, back to center, release. Grab the hands behind, so I just turn to my side, so just clasping them. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and lengthen. Don't lean forward yet, keeping the body upright still before we lean forward. But roll the shoulders back, engaging into the rotator muscles up in the shoulder area to lift and up. Breathe in, the next breath out, come forward. So still lift the arms up, but leaning the chest down, chin towards the floor, lengthening away, head coming down. Probably won't touch, you can place a block here if you wish, and rest on that, and lift the arms up. Breathe in, lower the hands, bring the chest up, release. Give those arms a bit of a shake back and forth. Now we're going to open the chest, so bring one leg out and then the other. Push into the hands, slide the bottom away a little bit, push again, and then lift, and lift and lift, and open and hold here. Don't drop the head back, keep it in line with the rest of the body. And lift the center core up. Breathe in, release down, cross the legs over, roll onto your knees. Then just walking back, one hand in front, other hand behind, tuck the toes under and lift into down dog. And just stretching through one leg and then the other, just see how it feels. One back, same set of hamstrings, might be light, not as tight as the other, but just still working through. And then both together. Breathe in, lift the right leg up, so just lift into three-legged down dog, point the toes. Breathe in and out, bring the left knee down, bring the right knee through, place the right foot down, and just a low lunge here. So right hand, left hand, roll shoulders back, open that chest, keeping the knee over the ankle. Good. Now I'm just going to grab my block in case we need it. I'm going to place it beside the big toe side of the foot. I'm going to come up to a high lunge on the same side. So my hands are still here. I tuck my back toes under. I extend the leg away. So just for a moment, I'm going to hold here and high lunge. Another breath here. Then I'm going to bring the hands to the side, making sure my hips are squared on, and I'm going to lift the arms up. Still keep this front leg bent. Now I'm going to do a twist, that's why I put my block down. So I'm going to take my right hand down to the block. Now, take the back heel down, also take the left heel down so those left toes are pointing out to the side. You won't see me twisting, I've got my back to the camera, but turn and twist, keeping the right knee where it is. My left hand can stay here on the lower back, or you can lift it up and hold here. So an open heart twist, opening in to the chest and the heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the left hand down and we're going to do a closed twist. So still my feet are in the same position. I'm turning and twisting and lifting the right hand up if I can, but if not, it can stay in the lower back as well, keeping this knee and this ankle in a line. Breathe in and out, come down, place the hands beside the front foot, step the right leg back to plank, come in a nice long plank here. Breathe in and out. That's roughly 2. So breath in, breath out, knees can come down, chest can come down to chaturanga. Tuck the elbows in, breath in, and out, lift it up dog with knees down or knees up. Tuck the toes under and come into down dog. Good. Breathe in and out. Come down onto the knees again. Left knee forward this time, right knee back. So low lunge on the left side, the left hand, right hand. Nice and square the body onto the front and just gazing forward. You might not be able to see my foot here. If I move back, there we go. Still a nice morning this morning. I've closed my curtains over again. It's a shame because the sun shines right in, but it's nice to have the good weather. Now we'll do our high lunge first, sorry. Tuck the back toes under, lift, take my back heel down so my toes are a bit to the side. And just for a moment with the hands on the knee. Then breath in, breath out, lean back, arms up, keeping the knee in line with the ankle. Breathe in and out. I'm going to grab the block again, place it beside this big foot. Inside a foot, place the hand on it. Breathe in, breathe out, turn and twist, open my heart center. Again, hand can be here or straight up. And gazing up with your hand if you can. If anything was too much, you hold it for 2 gazes and you can't got to look down, fine. It's whatever is comfortable for your own body. Breathe in and out, swapping hands, so bring the right hand down, twisting my body over my left side. Again, my hand can stay in the lower back, or if I can stretch up high. So close twist, the heart center's closing over the knee, but we're still twisting. Breathe in and out, bring the hands down to front. I'm just moving my blocks to the side. Step back to plank. Shoulders over wrists, hands nice and firm into the ground. Legs engaged, tailbone tucked under. Breathe in, breathe out, tucking the elbows in, coming straight down if you can, or knees and chest individually. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and lengthen. Knees can come up. Breathe in and out, tuck the toes under and then to down dog. Breathe in and out, bend the knees and you can push into the toes and jump forward, or you can just step. So just stepping or pushing, looking forward to where you're going, lifting and coming forward. Feet can be landing together or apart, or just step one foot then the other. Come to a forward bend, but this time I want to grab your big toes. And when you do that, move your feet slightly apart. So you're still forward bending, but you've grabbed 2 fingers around the big toes. The thumb is just at the side and the first 2 fingers around it. Lengthen the chest down onto the thighs and lengthen into the back of the legs. And the shoulders might hunch up to those ears. Keep them back, keep them away. Good. Breathe in and out. Lengthen the chest forward, bring the hands to the hips. Breath in again, breath out, bend the knees, come rolling up to stand. Good. So we're only going to do one sun salutation. I'm going to try and keep my camera long ways instead of turning it up. So I'm moving in a little bit so you can see me. You might not catch my whole head, but we're trying to keep it just the one direction. Okay, feet together. One sun salutation. Legs engaged, tailbones tucked under, shoulders are back. And the shoulders are roughly in line with the hips, hips in line with the ankles. So we're all nicely lined up. Hands are just hanging out in front of the thighs. Breath in, breath out. Okay, breathe in, lift the arms. You can lift them out to the side and lift them up, just how I've always done it. But if you don't have a lot of space, you can lift the arms out to the front as well. Gaze up. Breath in, breath out, forward bend. Slight bend in the knees every time you come forward. Breath in, hands on the shins, lengthen. Breath out, bend the knees, stepping back. Or if you think you could jump it, you put both feet. I'll just quickly show you. Take both feet from here, you bend the knees, you jump back and hold. Breath in, breath out, come down to the floor. Breath, hands tucked, elbows tucked in. Breath in, breath out, lift. Breath in and out, tuck the toes under and down dog. Breath in, breath out, look where you're going, stepping forward. Come into forward bend. Breath in and out, lift the arms up above the head and down. And one more. Take a breath in first. Breath in and out. Breath in, lift and lift. Breath out, forward bend. Breath in, hands on the shins, lengthen the back. Breath out, bend the knees, stepping back to plank. Come down to the floor. Breath in, breath out, lift up. Breath in and out, tuck the toes under and down. Breath in and out. Bend the knees again. If you're going to jump, lift both feet together, land down. You should keep the palms down as well. That's one of my faults. I tend to pick my palms up. But elbow forward bend. Breath in and out, lift the arms up and down. Okay, Trikonasana. I'm going to take the right foot out to the edge of the mat, side of the mat. And my left foot is, again, turning in, so it's kind of not quite all the way back. It's maybe about 45 degrees out, but my toes are out to the side. So again, if you want to use your block, please feel free to take this with you to hold on to, or if you think you can hold on to the foot, the ankle, that's what we're aiming for. Okay, so nice alignment again with the whole body. Breath in, lift the arms up. Breath out, leaning over. So either grabbing the big toe, hand on the ankle, hand on the block. Turn and twist. Straighten the front leg as much as you can, and either hand can stay here or lift up. And don't keep the head back in line with the spine, so sometimes we can jut it forward. Breath in, look down, breath out, come up. Turn the hips to face your right foot. So moving my left foot out to the side of my mat a little bit. We're going to do Trikonasana B. So I'm going to move this block here. Okay, so again, lift and lift. So you want the hips to square on. If the foot's too far back, my left hip sticks out. I can turn it round, but I can feel a bit of a strain. So all I do is move my foot out to the side. So lift and lengthen. Again, we could aeroplane the arms out, breathe in, breathe out, come forward, take the left hand down to the block, whatever height you want it to be at. Lengthen the chest forward, breath in, breath out, turn and twist, and again, hand can be here or up. breath in, breath out, come down, lift up, take my block with me and turn to the left side. So normal Trikonasana and then Trikonasana B. Okay, so feet in alignment, breath in, lift and lengthen these arms out. Breathe in, breathe out, leaning forward. So you can bend the knee when you're coming down to grab the big toe or the ankle of the block, but then see if you can straighten it, then turn, twist, and then hand can be here, as long as that shoulder's back and you're gazing up. But if you can lift the arm and keep the shoulder back, you're not coming forward, and that's good. I'm going to come up this side, always my slightly tighter side, so I just bring my hand up a little bit. Because you really want length here, but you want to open up a wee bit in here so you're not crunching into the hip. Breathe in, breathe out, push, come up, move my right foot out to the side, hip square on. Lift your arms up, breath in, breath out. Now I'm leaning forward with my chest, then airplane, my right arm round, take my block at the same time, place my hand on the block. Breath in again, lengthen the chest, breath out, turn and twist, and hand can be here or straight up. Breathe in, breathe out, down, up, together, and I'm going to step to the front. Okay, give my legs a little wiggle. This is my tight area, so it's quite tight sometimes doing these ones. All good, good work. Okay, triangle, right angle pose. So right knee comes forward, a bit like lunges, okay? You can have your block to hand as well. We're going to bring our hand down to the outside edge though. Sometimes I do it to the inside edge, I'm just making you try a little harder to the outside edge today. Okay, breath in, lift and lengthen. Breath out, leaning over, and again, bring the hand down. If it's too much there, and you feel like you're crunching in with the chest, bring the hand to the front. If you can bring it to the back, keeping the chest open, lift the left arm up, and out. Gazing towards those left fingers. Breath in, breath out, come up, bring the block with me, turn to my left side, place my block down, bend the left knee, breathe in, breathe out, leaning over, bring the hand down. Again, if it's too much to be to the outside edge of the foot, you can bring it in. Open the chest, lift, right arm up and over. So the Trikonasanas, this right angle pose, even the lunges, they're working into your hip area, but round here into the glutes, into the hip flexors, and they're using the leg strength. So we're opening quite a bit into the hips this morning. Breath in, breath out, bring that hand down, bring the back knee down, step the back knee back so you come to cat and cow posture. Just place the hands flat on the ground, and we're going to do a little bit of movement here. Firstly, just wiggle from side to side, so just gently moving the buttocks and the legs. And then just stop, and we'll do some actual cat and cow. So I want to keep the arms nice and long, legs are long and engaged into the ground. I'm going to breathe in, lift the head up, stick the buttocks up, come into your nice cow posture. Breath out, tucking the tummy up, head under, tailbone down. Breath in. And out. And in. And out. And in. Good. And out. And in. And out. And then come to neutral. Now we're going to do a bit of a strength exercise before we do anything else. We're going to bring our hands out onto the forearm, but the side of the forearm. And I want to clasp both hands together. So you're on the edges of the forearm, elbows are down, forearms down, hands are clasped together. We're then going to take one leg and extend it away in the other leg. Now your buttocks are sticking up, so then you move the feet slightly apart and lower them down. So this is a type of plank, but we're going to turn it in from here to dolphin pose. So just hold here for a few breaths. Look forward and just holding. So it's the engagement of the quads, the tummy, the whole core area, lower back, and breathe. Now take a little pause, take one knee forward and the other. Again, just rocking the buttocks and the hips from side to side. So this time we're going to go to the same posture, but we're going to move forward and back, and that's what dolphin posture is. So again, tuck one leg, toes under, one foot back, then the other comes down. So what I want you can either hold here, but if you think you can move, you want to bring the chest forward, the chin really forward, leaning forward, come backward, come up into almost like a down dog. Breath in. Chin coming forward, buttocks up. And a bit more. Move my feet in slightly. Breath in. And out. 3 more. Breath in. Bring one knee down, then the other. Slide over to one side of the buttocks and bring the legs still in a kind of cross-leg position in front, but my legs are quite wide, so we're going to do something with them. Okay, but just roll the shoulders back. You might feel that there and forward. Okay, bring legs out in front. Actually, we'll just come straight from here. So bring the right foot in. The foot is just on this side and the knees come out here. Now again, if you want to use any of your blocks or books or whatever you're using, you can put them here. Now lift this left. Take the hand into the heel into the hand rather, and sway it a little bit from side to side, so you're opening a wee bit more into the hips. Then see if you can put the left ankle onto the right knee, and then you're going to have the left knee over this foot. Now there's a gap here, okay? I can easily fit a block in here, and that's fine. So this is coming into what we call Gomukha Konasana or cow pose. Keeping this foot flexed and keeping the other foot slightly flexed as well. So you can sit with here with the block in between if you wish. You can even be sitting on a block or a book or a cushion, okay? But sitting upright and just holding here. And this really works into the hips here and all round. And just breathe. One more breath here. Again, take this leg out, extend it away, and the other leg, give them a good like shake. So again, if you want to sit in a block, I'm just bringing this block. I'm doing too much talking. I'll run over my half hour as I knew I would. You can sit on that, okay, if you really want. Just lift the buttocks up. Because I did the other side without it, I'll just stay off it, but use it or a cushion. So this time, I want to bring the left foot in. So my foot is just in, and my knee's down here. Then I lift right heel into the hand, and again, a little movement. We've already opened the hips, let's just open them a little bit more. Place the right ankle on top of the left knee, and then this right knee is coming down here. But see how that foot's still flexed? That foot's still flexed. If I really wanted, I can put a block in there. Okay, that just makes it maybe or a cushion or something, and I can just sit up. Now it could be forward bending and twisting, but I'm not. I'm just letting these hips open here. And take the blocks away, push them up to the side, bring the legs out and give them a bit of a shake. Bring the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, just holding the ankles for just now, lifting and lengthening. I've got a fairly good gap here because I'm not bringing them too close, we're just holding, but lifting through the front of the chest and the back. Then moving one hand behind and the other, leaning back down onto your forearms again, holding here. breath in and out, roll down even more, right onto the shoulders, onto the head, but keep the feet where they are. Place the palms up facing towards the ceiling, and we're just going to do a relaxation with our Supta Baddha Konasana. If you find it too much though, take the legs out to the side. It's quite nice though to just hold it somewhere slightly different. So just relax down. If you're very cold and you think, oh, it's too chilly, grab a blanket and place it over you. Okay, so just lie down and I'll just go through the relaxation with you. So we're just opened our body just for a short time in this practice. It's quite good to have short practice. Sometimes we can just work right through. But we've opened into the legs, the hips, the glutes, the back, we've opened and lengthened, the shoulders, we've been using them, the arms. Do you know what? In fact, just take the feet out to the corners of the mat, okay? I think you'll relax better like this. So just think of the whole body softening, releasing down into your mat and the floor below. So the left side being heavy, sinking down from the foot, the calf, the thigh, the hip, the glute on the left side, the torso into the chest on the left side, the left shoulder, then the left arm, up into the left side of the neck, the face, the jaw, the cheek and the scalp. Gently soften, release and let go. And the right side. Again, let that foot go, the calf, the knee, the thigh on the right side, the hip and the glute, up into the tummy, the back area of the torso, up into the chest, the right shoulder, then the right arm into the elbow, the wrist and the hand, up the right side of the neck, the right jaw, face, the scalp. The whole body should be soft and released. And let go of the tongue muscle. It's a muscle that can release, the tongue can release to the roof of the mouth or the base of the mouth, but let it go as well. So take a few minutes just lying in stillness. We're not going to have music, but we're going to think of our intention. Did we focus on our body this morning, whatever it may be? But think of the intention you set yourself and maybe carry on with that intention for the rest of the day, but keep the mind still for a few minutes. Now if you wish, you can extend that relaxation a little bit longer. I'm just going to stop for the sake of the film. What I want you to do though is just gently now bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Stretch the hands overhead if you wish. Maybe yawn, that's fine, or breath in, or hug the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. But keep the eyes closed, okay? I want you to come sitting up with the eyes closed. So when you're ready, roll on to your right side and push the block away. Push with the left hand, now keeping the eyes closed, coming up to sit, and just on your mat, sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position. Nice and upright, hands are on the knees. And I want you to bring the hands together, and I want you to start rubbing them really strong so you're building up a lot of heat. Once they feel nice and warm, place them in front of the eyes, right in. So the eyes go dark, black. You might see sensations of colour, or you might just focus in on the depth of the darkness and you might see some light, brightness. Feel the warmth you created from your hands against your eyes. Now we're going to slide the hands away slowly as you do so, opening the fingers and opening the eyes. Bring the hands together and then just breath in, breath out, forward bend. Namaste. Thank you guys. Hope you quite like a shorter version. It's probably still longer than intended, but use it and enjoy it. And if you're able to make this Friday, we're doing a Zoom class online. Take care. Thank you. Enjoy your week.